everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today because we are talking about my entire palette collection. That's right, we're talking all of my eyeshadow palettes that I've collected over the years. I rounded them up to show you what's in my collection. I don't even know how many are in here. I have neglected them because I'm afraid I have too many. And really, what is too many eyeshadow palettes? Because I beg to differ that you should never have too many, right? I think. Anyway, it's not about the numbers, it's about the quality of palettes and what you have in your collection. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. Just the range and the variety of palettes I have and what are my favorites. Pull up, this might be a long one as I have quite a few, but we're gonna try to speed through this. And I tried to group them in brands so you could really see what I have from each brand and so forth. So stay tuned to see my entire palette collection. Yay! The palette collection on my counter right now so you guys can see the craziness. I usually keep it there, but holy palettes. I'll zoom out so you can kind of see this craziness. Ooh, all the palettes. First up, a brand I adore. Used to live in San Francisco and they actually had stores there. Oh, they're amazing. A makeup artist actually did my eyeshadow one day and from this palette, and I just knew I had to have it because it was just so beautiful. And I love the kind of retro spin and the packaging they have on these palettes. So I first picked up the Nude Dude kind of when I was out there. I was in my mid-20s. It's a perfect, like, versatile, it's got all the like neutrals you need. Their shimmers are unparalleled. I have hit pan already on one. This is my second one that I've gone through. I actually purchased another one at Kohl's because I love that they have that there. So the quality is amazing and the price. Picked up that one. Then I picked up the Nude Beach. I still have the slips on all of these because I can't seem to throw them away. This is the one here. It's a little more warm tones to that one. I love that they have males and females. There's kind of like covering their private parts. So cute. This one is adorable. I use this one a lot just for these ones here, like the Built and the Breathtaking, these browns. Ooh, girl, they are incredible. So this is volume 3, the Nude Beach. And this is Nude Dude. This was volume 2. I don't have the first one. I don't know why. I think I just kind of gravitated towards those ones. I was already kind of in the mood for that. Next up from the Balm is their In the Balm of Your Hand Greatest Hits Volume 2. Adore that they have all of their favorites in one palette. This is perfect to travel with. You've got bronzer, you've got blushes, you've got a highlighter, you've got these beautiful shades of eyeshadow. I cannot stop using the Matte Russo. This is probably my favorite transition color of the entire world. And then we've got this beautiful purple and these two taupey browns. Oh, they're so cute. And it tells you what palette they came from. I adore that they do this. I don't think a lot of brands, can't think of a ton of brands who do this. I got this on clearance at Kohl's and it has been my favorite. Literally, I couldn't stop using this for like an entire week and I was like, okay, girl, you gotta branch out. You gotta try some new things. All of these blush shades are beautiful on. This one leaves more of a stain. This one was more of a peach and this is a very pretty pink. You can use them as shadows or blushes. So this palette has so much versatility. This is probably one of my favorites in the entire collection. So that's the Balm. Next up, we have two from Huda Beauty, two of her eyeshadow Obsessions palettes. I have the Mauve Obsessions and the Smoky Obsessions. I love the concept. I love that you get the quads here, the 3x3s, again, perfect for travel. These add so much versatility to my collection. I love that this one, I could really get some great transition shades there. You get the beautiful shimmers, which I think she does so well at. And same with the mauves. I use this one all the freaking time. These are beautiful shimmers right there. Let's just talk about that for a second. Let me swatch these for you because they are unreal. Like, hello, that pigmentation is beautiful. When you rub it back and forth, it just expands the color. It just gets better in my opinion. So love her Shadow Obsessions for $27. These are really affordable as well. I just can't afford her larger palettes right now, so these will have to do. And I love, it's not as overwhelming as her bigger palettes. Next up, we're gonna talk like more bigger brands and then we'll kind of narrow it down to drugstore and things like that. So Too Faced, I just have their peachy, just peachy mattes. This is actually my only Too Faced palette, which is hard to believe. I didn't think that would be the case. But this is beautiful. I got this on Sephora when they had their weekly wow, and I'm so living for it. Smells so beautiful. I just noticed when I opened it, I was like, whoo, hello, peachiness. The shades here are beautiful. You can work in the rose or down to create like a soft look. I adore this, and it's great to have a matte palette in my collection. You know, I love shimmers, but it's so great to incorporate these mattes, and an all matte look is just beautiful. These colors for fall, I cannot wait to pick this up and dig into this for fall because I'm living for it. It's so beautiful, and the packaging is so luxe. I love this like little case, so pretty. So adore. So I have a couple palettes next from Tarte. I have 3 from them. I have their little mini palette. This is their Tartist Flirt palette, which is so cute. These browns are great if you're just starting out. You get some mattes and some shimmers. It's a beautiful palette. The pigmentation, like, it's much more than you just see here. When you put this on the eye, there's so much dimension to their shadows. Their shadows almost have like a kind of vanilla quality and smell to them, which I adore. This one I've taken traveling quite a bit because it's just everything. It's just an everyday look, and I just adore that. This is probably one of the first palettes I ever bought, the Tartelette in Bloom. I have tape here because I used to tape out my angle to my eye, so that's why it's all on the front here. This was just such a beautiful palette when I was first starting out in my teens, 20s. You can see this one I've used quite a bit. I love that they rotate, they go along this line here. So it's really easy to build your shadows. They've got the mattes and then they've got the shimmers in each row. So it's really easy to blend. It's really easy to work with and build a look like that. Great for weddings, great for every day. These shimmers, Tarte shimmers are incredible. So I adore that one, probably the best. Probably had this one for like 10 years, I'm not lying. It's crazy. Girl, I love that one. And then their newest one that they just came out with, this is the Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust. This is me in a palette, y'all. If I could describe that in any other way, you've got this beautiful duochrome, you've got these neutrals, you've got these other pinks. This is a highlighter in the center. It's everything. It's stunning. I love the packaging. I love the flower. It's just, you can pop these out and put them in any Z palette or magnetic palette. Oh, I die. This is so beautiful. The looks I've created with this are stunning. I love the purple in here. The color Mystical is a duochrome, so it switches from orange to pink. In the light, I adore every shade in here. The Wish is a great color. Twinkle. Oh, even this Whimsical, this like dusty rose purple. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love this. Tarte shadows are great, especially if you're starting out, and because they're just so easy to blend. I love them. So next up is NARS, also one of my other favorite brands that when I was starting out, I used to wear this duo like to no end. This is called Isolde. You can kind of tell I'm already hit pan there. These 2 browns are beautiful every day, and they make my green eyes pop so beautifully. I'll kind of show you a little bit here. Yeah, hopefully these are the fingers I did not swatch earlier. We will see. See how beautiful those are? These buttery, like coppery browns that I used to just do this every day. On the lid, in the crease, you're done. And then I used to do a little liner or deepen up the crease with this shade. It's called Mi Kong. It's like a little bit broken. This is a shimmery brown shade. As you can tell, I definitely used a little bit of water, or I used a kind of transformer to turn it into a liquid liner. On the bottom lash line, I used to deepen up the crease with that. That used to be my go-to, and you can tell these are very worn at this point. Those are my faves. The one from NARS I picked up is called And God Created the Woman. It's this palette here. A little bit more cool tones to this one. You've got this beautiful shimmer here. I really like this one. It's a smaller palette. Really packs a punch though. You've got some beautiful, I think NARS creates the most beautiful dimensional shimmers. They don't swatch very well, but on your eye and in the light, they just pick up all of these. They have all this dimension to them that I just adore. So this is a really cute one. I kind of forget that I have that one most often. So, because it's just so tiny and it like is bottom of my collection. I also got the Narcissist palette. Oh, this one is incredible. I love every single shade in here. You've got these beautiful pinks, you've got these browns. This shimmer is insane, and so is that one, and so is that one. They have the names on the bottom here. This is beautiful for fall. I love the versatility here. You've got so many transition shades, you've got so many shimmers. I can see myself using this for holiday a ton. I really love NARS shadows. Again, you can just do 2 colors and it will be beautiful. It doesn't take much effort in their shadows, and this is just the most beautiful colors. I live for these. Like, oh, these are just insane. Oh my gosh. And they've got this beautiful like green here. I don't know if you guys can see what that color really is, but oh my gosh, it's incredible. So those are my NARS palettes. I only have one palette from MAC, and it's the Patrick Star collaboration that he just did. The Daddy Star, yes, Queen Patrick and Bonne Nuit. It is called the Stay With Me eyeshadow palette. The most beautiful purples. As you can tell, I didn't have anything quite like this in my collection. That was really like, wow. And I'm a sucker for purples, so I had to have this, and the packaging is so stunning on it. This beautiful pink purple design. It's really, really beautiful on the eyes. So yeah, that's my only MAC, which is, you know, hey. Anastasia, I have 3 of their palettes. So obviously, duh, Norvina had to get it because the purples, everything in it is stunning. Shimmers. I've created so many looks with that one. I do have the Soft Glam as well. I love these ones. I think my favorite in there is the Rose Pink, to die for. I'll show you that one right there. It's so pretty, and sultry next to it. Those are just stunning. You can create the most beautiful brown looks, and then also you get those pinks in there as well. Subculture is kind of like one of those crazy ones for me. So this is one here. I love the greens in it. I actually have built some beautiful looks with it. And yeah, I think it's quite interesting one to add to my collection. I don't grab this one as often as I should because I do think it's very beautiful. I do think it got a lot of crap for the, you know, pigmentation, the fallout, that sort of thing, but I do think it's beautiful. I do think it deserves a mention. I do think it serves a purpose in my collection, and I do love these kind of orangey yellows and greens. This electric shade is insane. Like, so much dimension to it, and it's beautiful over any like matte eyeshadow. It's really, really pretty. So those are Anastasia. I do have one from Makeup Forever. I just have one from them as well. The Starlit Glitter Palette, and I think I've talked about this one, but holy shamoly. I definitely saved these 2. I don't know if that's smart, but I cannot throw anything away. These glitters are incredible. This is like a special edition palette. The glitters in here, no fallout. They're so pigmented, and yeah, they are amazing. I love this palette. And it's like the one glitter thing in my collection, I would have to say. I have loose glitters, but I have nothing like in a press pan like this. And I love the packaging, this like holographic. Makes me so happy every time I reach for it because it's just so pretty. So I have 2 oldies from Lorac. This one, you can see the condition of this one. It is the Unzipped Eyeshadow Palette. You can see it's even like this. It's so cracked. I've used this so much. So this was great as I was starting out. I've got some really nice nudes in there. You've got some pretty pinks, some browns. Like, I just remember creating the softest, prettiest looks from this. And it was so great for college and, you know, just days when I didn't want to do anything, just sweep a couple of these on. Lorac shadows are so pretty. So I loved that one. Has gotten some good use. And I also have this one as well. This is just a small like Lorac Pro to Go. It's really pretty. Like, it's great for, it's just got these 4 shades. You've got a purple, you've got these like taupes, this shimmer, and this like kind of, it's like a green brown. It's really pretty. So that one's really nice. I haven't used this a ton just because, again, the smaller the palette is, the less likely I'm gonna see it. I probably should work on how I store my collection, but you know, that's how it goes. Smashbox, that's kind of, I think that's one of the last No, oh, I have, obviously you probably know this, but I have the Urban Decay Back Talk palette from Urban Decay. I did do a video on this, so if you want to know more, I'll link it below. Such a pretty palette, love it. One of my only ones from Urban Decay. Actually, that's not true. I had the Naked palette. I did toss it recently because it was, the mirror was broken. I hit pan in a lot of shades, and I was just like I wasn't using it as much as I should. That's probably one of the other first palettes I ever bought, and I used it so much. RIP Naked palette, but yeah, I don't know, I've moved on, and that's okay. So have they. So next up is Smashbox. This is probably one of the prettiest pinks I have in my collection. This is called the Pick Me. This is part of their Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trio. I have worn this so much at work, and people will be like, what is that shade? Like, I need this. And I kid you not, this right here is the most perfect pink glitter. And you've got this base, and then you've got another shimmer here. They're kind of like loose, not quite Makeup Forever, but they do tend to have a little bit more fallout, but you kind of spray your finger with setting spray or anything, press it onto the lid. Oh, it is to die for. Like, literally, I'll just be like, all day I'll be like catching the light. I'll be like, oh my gosh, look at my shadow. Look at my shadow. Love this. Couldn't love it more. The pinks in here are incredible, and I wear this so much, and they're a really good deal. I think they're only like $22. I have the Smashbox Punked palette. So these are their cover shop palettes. So there's smaller palettes. You've got like the cool holographicness to the top. These are these beautiful cool purples. This shade is like this gray metallic that I just like, oh, it's such a grungy fun palette. I can't wait to dig into this. I haven't touched this one yet, oh, which is crazy. Smashbox by Vlada. Yes, this is such a pretty one. This is the Petal Metal palette, and it doesn't look like much in the palette, but I kid you not, these, I would have to say their metallics and their shimmers are really amazing, on par with Tarte, I would say. They just bring some dimensionality to any look. These two are just beautiful. It doesn't look like much when you look at it, but when you swatch it and when you like play with it, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Next is the this is the Cover Shot Ablaze eye palette. So this is the one here. These beautiful warms. I played around with this a few times, and like, these are just stunning. I really like their Cover Shot palettes, especially if you are starting out as well. You can get these to kind of get you through. You kind of have everything in there. You've got your base colors, your shimmers, you've got a couple mattes. They do also have a pure matte palette, which I think is really pretty as well. So love their colors. You can go more bold or more subtle with them. They do have everything. And for the price, I think it's a really good deal. So I think that's all like my fancy palettes, I think. Oh no, I have something else from Too Faced. I forgot. Whoops. I forgot this was in my other shelf. This is I got this in holiday, in one of their gift sets. It says I have way more makeup at home, and it's very true. This is kind of their ones for the holiday, which was actually really cute. It came with like this 3-pack. So you have the pink eyeshadow. So you get a blush and those shadows there. This one is a highlight. It's called Super Fun Night, which is there. Kind of more sultry and smoky look. And then this one's Natural Beauty, like so. So that has the bronzer. So all three of these, like, I've taken these traveling, and you literally have everything you need, and it's become a staple. I really like the colors there. I'm quickly becoming obsessed with Too Faced, even though I only have like the 2 palettes like I showed you, but they're beautiful. And yeah, I think you do have to kind of build the shimmers. Their holiday palettes like do tend to look like the same colors, so that's why I don't know if I'll get this year's, but I really like their palette so far, so you never know. I think that does, oh, I have a Kat Von D. That's probably my other one I should mention. This is one of her Shade and Light. This is kind of an older one. This is just like a purple. It's all mattes, and it's really beautiful. I have played with this. This base color is divine. It's just a really nice, like, almost like your natural skin color. It just like illuminates the look, gives you some brightness. It's really pretty on. So those are kind of the brand names. Now we'll kind of get into the drugstore slash, I don't know what else to call it, but you know what I mean. So Flower Beauty, I got into them really a few years ago, and I've been obsessed. I have 2 of her palettes. These are her shimmer and shade palettes. These are her 2 eyeshadow palettes. This is the Warm Natural. Ooh, I used to wear this like nonstop. Like these are incredible. The shade range, the shimmers in here. Oh my gosh, I was like blown away. I was like, what is this line? Like, I remember first finding it out and I was like, I need all of these palettes. And this is her Golden Natural. So pretty. I love the shimmers in here. I wish it had more mattes. Like, this one only has 2 mattes and this one has 3 mattes, but whoo, girl, these are beautiful. You can really create a lot of looks from these, and I would definitely say like this one for every day. If you're getting into makeup, you definitely should pick this one up. And she even tells you like how to do the looks on the back, which is so cool. I find that so helpful. I don't know what it is. Like, even though I know how to apply eyeshadow, I always will gravitate towards it and I'll be like, ooh, all right, let me do that. Let me try that look. It's so helpful. Like, you don't even have to think about it. It's just like makeup done. Next up, Makeup Revolution. I have a few palettes from them and I really adore their palettes. I really just love how affordable they are. This is the one I got recently and I need to do more looks for you guys from this one. Oh, so this is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded. It's their Visionary palette. This was only $7, you guys. I was like, oh my gosh. So I tried to get this to try to hold me over from Norvina, but I couldn't resist that. I needed both, y'all. And like, granted, they do look very similar, but I couldn't resist this shade. I do think there's some differences, and I love that this has a little more matte to it, because this one, I felt like it was lacking a few things. So I bought both. And I'm glad I have both because I do think this one offers a little bit more. And for $7, I was like, how can I not? Their quality of their eyeshadows are amazing. Obsessed. This is also the So X palette, which comes with the little names. I just love the beautiful range of shades you get in this one. The greens, the pinks, the oranges, the transitions. She included a little name card so you knew what everything was. I adore her channel. She's so cute. And I love that they're doing these collabs. I think it's so cool. And I love kind of being a part of their story and collecting them. I think they have some really nice like stories that go with it. I love watching their channels and like how they use these palettes. I find it super helpful. Also got this one, the Emily Wants palette, the Emily Edit. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so addicted to this palette. Look at those shade ranges. Look at the mirror. Like, holy cow, for $20. And I think I even had a discount from Ulta, so it was only like $17. Holy moly, I've created like the coolest green looks, and then these reds and oranges are stunning. They are so vibrant. Even my coworker was like, what are you wearing? And I was like, Emily Noel, duh, the Wants palette. Everyone needs to have it. You want it, you need it. I'm surprised it's not called the Needs palette because I think everyone needs it, honestly. This is seriously becoming my go-to palette, and I cannot stop creating looks from it. I've used it like weeks on end, and I'm constantly coming up with new ways to use it. I love the names. The shimmers in it are so cute. They work so well. So Makeup Revolution, keep crushing it. You're doing a great job. Milani, I picked this one up. You probably know this one, the Gilded Desires. I don't need to say much about their palettes. Milani's palettes are great. It's what I'm wearing today on my eyes. Can't stop using it. The shimmers are fabulous. Love. Also, e.l.f. Love it. My only e.l.f. palette, but one that I just adore because I adore Christian Siriano. These beautiful pigments are insane. I love it. It's not an everyday look for me, but it's a beautiful one, and one that I love in my collection because it's just such a beautiful packaging. And like I said, I Christian Siriano, I will do anything to support him, and it's just a cute little, I love collecting things like that in my collection. Next up, I have one BH Cosmetics palette, and I haven't even played around with it yet. It's called the Weekend Festival. I actually got this off eBay because I couldn't find it anymore. I swatched it at Ulta. I instantly regret it once I watched some YouTube videos on it and the pigmentation and the way they created the looks. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, look at those colors. Like, I don't have anything quite like this. And I think I'm intimidated a lot by these colors, but I need to play around with it because this is just stunning. And I do like BH Cosmetics palettes. The shimmers in here are insane. So I can't wait to use that one. It's pretty inexpensive. I love all of their palettes, but that one in particular has just caught my eye lately, and I'm like, I need to use that. Like, what am I doing? I do have a CoverGirl palette. This is the True Naked Sunsets, which is beautiful. Love the warmth to that one. I played around a little bit and I really love the pigmentation on this one. I do have the Maybelline Lemonade Craze, which is really, I actually really like this one. I love, again, it's got the warmth to it, and the as a few of the other palettes I have. Can't get enough of these pink peachy shades and the warm shadows. So I really like that one too. An H&M palette, which is so cute. This is the Ready Set Glow Eye Contour Palette. Really pretty neutrals in this. I like it a lot. I've only played around with it a few times, but it's just something like every day. It's really cute. This one, I don't have any name on it. I think I got it at Ulta. It's just a beautiful quad palette. This pink I used to wear all the time, as you can tell. That one I've had in my collection for a while. As you can tell, it's all faded and nothing's on there. I'm pretty sure I got it from Ulta. It's one of the brands they started carrying like a while ago. Now is a big one. I have really been obsessed with this brand called Bad Habit, and it's on Shop Hush. They recently started putting like their newest palette was only available on their website, which kind of sucks because I only used Shop Hush because I got like free shipping and that sort of thing. But I have quite a few palettes from them. So I got the Aftershock, the Afterglow, and the After Charge. These are beautiful. So they are dupes of the Huda Beauty Shadow Obsessions. I already have the 2 of the Shadow Obsessions and I wanted more, but I didn't want to pay another $27. So this is duped after her Gemstone Obsessions. This is after her Coral Obsessions. Ooh, it's kind of got, this one got a little loose there. This is beautiful. I'm obsessed with this one so much. It's like everything you want in a warm palette, and it's everything in it is stunning. That's why I'm holding it there. It's kind of loose. And then the Aftershock is quite vibrant, very fun, very beautiful. I think everyone should have a more vibrant palette just in case you need to do something more fun or for Halloween, or just because it's beautiful. I love these shades. This pink is really pretty. So those are the 3 of that's their after palette collection. I have 3 of those, and I believe they were really inexpensive. This is probably one of the first palettes I bought from them. It's the Midsummer Nights. I think this is modeled after a Too Faced palette. But look at all those beautiful neutrals. Like, hello. It's everything you would ever need. Like, this is probably 10 of my palettes combined. It's probably shades I already have, but they blend so beautifully, and I think it's everything you need. So that is stunning. This is called the Midsummer Nights. I also picked up the other dupes of Huda Beauty's palettes, the Athena and the Aphrodite. I use these quite a bit. This is the Athena. Can we talk about that? That is just stunning. Bad Habit's shimmers are crazy good. I am obsessed, and this is beautiful. I don't have $65 to spend on her palettes right now, so girl, I'm not made of money. I love your palettes, but these dupes will have to do. This is the Aphrodite after her Rose Gold. They come with a mirror. They're great quality, and I have used these pinks. They blend so well. So I've used that quite a bit. And then I got the 2 dupes for this is for Subculture and Modern Renaissance, the Royals. This is this one here, so pretty. And this is I have both. Like, so I have Subculture and I have Retro Love. I actually think this is a beautiful dupe, and it's dead on. Like, they do it so well. They put things a little out of order, but literally the quality is there, y'all. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it, but if you're rolling on a budget, these are incredible. This Royals Retro Love, like I said, I have these 2 as well. Probably my favorite is the Athena right now. I've just like created so many cool looks from it, and it's all the rage right now. Her shimmers are so good, y'all, and they literally perfected them. I think they're on par with her shimmers. The mattes are even more blendable than hers, I think. So I also have this Butter London. This is a really beautiful one. I picked this up at TJ Maxx and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I love the purples in it. Also has a blush. You can even flip this, I think you can even flip this out and insert, it's like customizable. So if you want to put different shadows in here, you can flip this up and swap it out. So I got into this recently. Comes with a little highlighter pen here. It's beautiful. The shadows are really beautiful on. And you, like I said, I believe they sell like the single eyeshadows at Ulta, so you can customize the palette as well. I think I got that one for like $8 and it's been super fun. So this is an oldie for my collection. This is by Lauren Luke. Does anyone remember this? She was a YouTuber. She was so cute, and I was so happy to kind of see her palettes. I just want you to feel special. And I believe they were selling these at Sephora. Does anyone remember this, or am I just going crazy? So this has like a little bit of everything. You've got lipsticks, you've got blush, you've got eyeshadows. You've got the lip colors. These are the 3 eyeshadows, a cream eyeliner, and these are shadow primers, 2 shadow primers. You've got eyeshadow, blush, lipsticks, and then more eyeshadows down here. This is a beautiful palette. Like, I was really impressed with this. This is called her Smoky Classics. So that's a palette there. So this has probably been in my collection for a while, by laurenluke.com. And it kind of, she had videos on how to use this. I've never seen kind of an all-in-one palette like this with the lipsticks. So it was really cool. I can't seem to get rid of this because I think it's just, I used to watch her like religiously when I was younger, and I loved her kind of spirit and energy, and she was so funny. So she was really beautiful too. So Lauren Luke, if you're still out there, hope you're doing well. I really adore this palette. I don't know if it's good anymore, but I will keep using it because it's so cute. I also have a ton of Bare Minerals, like loose shadows, and an H&M palette that I pressed. So I didn't know if you guys want to see that, but it's not too exciting. They're just like, so I don't know if that counts, but yeah, really enjoy those. I think we got through them all. I'm trying to look if there's anything I missed. You guys, that was all my collection. We did it. You know, if there's any of the palettes you saw that you want me to do a look from, you're curious about, I would love to showcase these palettes more. So comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. What is your favorite palette? Do you have any of these? Is there anything I should add to my collection? I would love to know. I think that was about 40. I don't know. If you were counting, let me know. I would love to hear. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, be fabulous and utterly you. Bye!